Alright, so, like I said, I'm just gonna be reviewing random movies that I like. So, I might go back and review some of the other movies in the franchises movies that, from the movies I'm talking about. But for right now, I just want to review some movies that I like, just so I can get some videos out. So, no, next movie I want to review is the Amityville 2, The Possession, which came out in 1982 and is directed by, I forgot his name. It's an Italian director. Um, Amityville 2, the thing with the Amityville series for me is I kind of like retroactively like the movie. I started liking the movies because like I said in my other video for Candyman, I was in a phase where I just wanted to watch sequels to horror movies, all like horror franchises, but besides the main ones. I was watching all the Hellraisers and Candyman, Children of Corn, stuff like that. And then I came across the Amityville movies, which I seen the original Amityville before, and I didn't like it. I felt it was bland, like, cause during the 70s there was that boom, late 60s through the 70s there was that boom of like demon and occult ghost possession movies, and you had like Rosemary's Baby, you had like top tier like Rosemary's Baby, the Exorcist, the Omen, and then the Amityville Horror, and so I watched it and I was just like, it was alright, and I think I tried reading the book and I just couldn't get into it. But I watched documentaries about the Feo murders. I find that interesting because I actually, that actually happened. I'm kind of like skeptical if like like, even though they did come out and say that what they said was bunk. Uh, I'm still kind of skeptical if it actually did happen or not. Cause, I'm a skeptic when it comes to like the supernatural and stuff and the paranormal. Like, there could be ghosts, but I never seen evidence of a ghost. That's what I mean. So, but I can watch movies like demon and ghost movies, and I'm fine. I judge it based on how the movies affects me, not if I believe in what they're saying. Or, not if I believe in ghosts or demons and stuff. But like I said, the first Amityville movie, I seen it before. I felt it was bland, and I was like, it's alright. And then Amityville, and then I saw the remake, and I didn't really like the remake either. I'm not a huge Ryan Reynolds fan. As basically, I mean, he did a competent job, but at the time now, like now, I think Amityville, the remake of Amityville is amazing. It's better than half of the sequels that came out after the first after the first movie. But I thought at the time I thought it wasn't that good. It was like it was alright, but it wasn't like memorable. Then and I was like, okay, so I'll give this series a try again. So I skipped the first movie when I was marathon. I'm gonna skip the first movie because I seen it a few times. So I was like, I pretty much knew what was happening. Then I come to Amityville 2. And this movie blew me out of the water. I know I was saying about this about all the movies I'm reviewing right now, but yes, this movie is the best. This is my favorite Amityville movie. It is the best movie in the whole franchise. I'll place, I don't know why my eyes keep doing that. Uh, it would be Amityville 2, and then the first Amityville would be second. This movie follows the DeFeo murders, but of course the family's name is changed. It's Montelli, yeah, the Montelli family, and it basically follows like the DeFeo that what led up to the DeFeo murders, and of course they used the angle of he was possessed by Ronnie DeFeo. I'm sorry, Ronnie DeFeo was possessed by a demon. And of course, I figured they were going to use it in this movie since this franchise is based on, ghosts and demons. So, but I just like the story better in this movie. The acting is kind of iffy because the director is an Italian and he doesn't speak good English. So, like, when he was, like, I guess, telling him how to do the lines and stuff, like, it comes across as choppy sometimes. But, uh, the most well-known person in this movie is Burt Young, and he played the brother in, Rocky. Adrian's brother in Rocky. And in this movie, he is a fucking asshole. Oh my god. He's like, out of horror characters that I hate, he is like one of the top ones. Just like how much of a dick he is. What's his name? John Strode? I think, yeah, he beats John Strode from Halloween 6. Yeah, he's an alcoholic, he's abusive, he abuses his kids, he abuses his wife. There's like a scene where it implies that he rapes his wife, cause you can hear him like having a conversation, and she's like saying no, 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 and like Sonny's the son. I don't know who the actor is that plays him, but he moves in, you know, he moves back in with his family because he's been having problems, and him and his dad don't get along at all, and like he already has that hatred towards his dad, like he wants to kill him. Not I guess not kill him, but he wants put him in his place, kind of thing, and like that helps out the movie a little bit because you can feel the tension between the two. And there's like I'm telling you, it's a fucked up movie. It's disturbing because it deals with a lot of like family issues, like abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, incest, stuff like that. There's some creepy shit in it, but for some reason it just works, and it makes a good movie because that's what horror is. It's taking real life situations and putting it in this contained environment. Of course, they throw demons and ghosts in, but I don't know, it just works for me. Yeah, but Burt Young, he's an asshole in this movie. Like I say, he's an alcoholic. He's abusive to his kids and his wife. There's like some disturbing scenes, like the kids, like weird stuff starts happening in the house, and like I forgot what happened, but the family had visitors over, and like the two youngest kids were playing in the kitchen, and some stuff like the ghost like knocked like a bunch of the dishes over, and Burt Young comes in there. He's like yelling at him, like being really nasty to him, and then he's beating them, and then there's one scene where like the ghost or the demon, whatever, like writes a bunch of stuff on the wall, and he writes "kill the pig" on it on the wall, talking about the dad, and that's what you hear the demon saying to the son Sonny in the movie. He's like over again, "kill the pig, kill the pig," and it's like, yeah, he's like abusive to his wife and stuff, and I don't know. There's just something about it, like just having that kind of tension just makes the movie feel more scarier. Because, you know, you gotta deal with that, and then you gotta deal with that, and then you gotta deal with ghosts and demons on top of it. There's some weird stuff in it too, like I said, like Sonny and his older, he's the oldest, but they're like the second oldest, the sister. Like, there's like some weird shit going on with them, like, it's the demon doing it, but he's like, you know, want to be ancestral with her, and he's like peeping on her and doing weird stuff. It's weird. It's weird. I'm telling you, it's an uncomfortable movie to watch. Um, then there's some cool shots in this movie too. Um, there's one scene in particular that I really like. Where the demon's going through the house, and it's like a POV shot, but you see it like going through the house, and it picks up, there's like a rug in the kitchen, or, you know, on the kitchen table, not a rug, a tablecloth on the kitchen table, and you see like the demons like this far, but you see like the tablecloth get pulled off the table, and it's like flying towards the camera, and then like he takes it, I guess because the demon doesn't like mirrors, he takes the cloth and throws it over the mirror. It's cool how they did it, because it doesn't look like, you know, it doesn't look like a person's holding it and throwing it up there. You know, it's probably by wires, but, you know, I didn't see the wires, but you probably can if you pay attention. And there's this cool scene where, like, the demon is, like, stalking Sonny. Sonny's, like, walking through the house with the shotgun because he hears noises. And the camera's, like, following him. And then, like, when the demon possesses him, it, like, the camera, like, does, like, flips over like this. And then, like, comes back around. And, goes, it's, like, going down inside his mouth. And then, like, you see, like, his stomach was on the outside now. You see, like, his stomach, like, puffing up like this, like the demons, like, getting into his body. It's a really cool scene. I love the camera work in this movie. Excuse me. There's another cool scene in the basement where the mom's doing laundry, and then, you know, there's something down there, but you don't know what it is. And then, like, it cuts to, like, the POV of, like, the demon, like, you know, crawling around and following the mother, and you think it's gonna get her, but it doesn't. Some other scene. Oh yeah, in the massacre scene where it shows when Sonny gets fully possessed and he goes on the rampage through the house. That shit is freaking tense. Oh my gosh. It's like, I've seen movies where, like, or shows too, or like, it dealing with the mass shooting and stuff. And it, like, I think a first season American Horror Story did a good job of that with the school shooting scene. And, like, some other scenes like that, and this one does it pretty good too, because you feel like they're scared, and like they're, you know, the little kids are hiding, and, you know, and he don't care, he's just blasting them away, and then, like, it's just a really well done scene. And then after that, he gets taken to the hospital or the police station, and they're questioning him, and he's, you know, he's like, in the real case, he's like, I don't remember what I did, because I think in the movie too, like, when he's shooting them with the gun, you hear thunder over the gunshots, so it's muffling the gunshots, and I think that's what they said in the real case, like, it was storming that night, and when he was shooting the gun, like, it was muffled, that's why no one heard it, is because the thunder was muffling the gunshots. Then, so they're, like, questioning him, and then they find out he's acting weird, and then they call a priest in to come and, you know, exorcise him, which I think the priest was there earlier in the film to, like, cleanse the house and stuff. And then there's this big old exorcism scene at the end, and I like the battle between, what's his name, Sonny and the demon, like, trying to get out of his body. Kind of remind me of, like, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, when Jesse was trying to get out of Freddy's body. Yeah, sorry, I hear noises, that's why I keep looking back. I thought the movie was pretty good, though. I thought, no, not pretty good. I think it's great. The music's pretty good. Of course, it's basically the score from the original movie. The acting's really good. Sometimes it's kind of shoddy with, like, the dialogue, from what I remember. And I love, like, the camera angles in this movie, like, how they did certain shots, like, when the demon was, chasing Sonny through the house and it possesses him, and the scene where the demon's walking through the house and, like, ripping stuff off and all that. It's just really cool how they did it. Yeah, like, if I could recommend any of the Amityville movies, I would highly recommend this one. Because you can watch it separately, because it's a prequel, basically, to the first movie, because it's about the DeFeo murders and the DeFeo family. Like, because I've seen all the Amityville recently. I don't know if they made another one. They made 20 of these movies. I'm not joking. It's 20 plus movies. And I've seen I'm sorry, there's, like, people pulling in back here. The ones I enjoyed was 1 and 2. 3 was, like, that's when it started going downhill, and that was the last, theatrically produced movie. Then, I think 4 through 8 are the straight DVD ones in the 90s, and, well, one came out in the 80s and 90s, or it was straight DVD or TV movies. I know Amityville 4 was a TV movie. I think the other ones were, straight DVD. Those are, like, all right. Like, there's some in there. And then after that, when it went to the 2000s, 2000 on, that's when you start getting into, like, the shitty ones. And the only ones I like, I can't name them all. I don't remember them. So I probably won't be reviewing all the movies in this franchise, because there's a bunch of them, and I've seen them all, but I don't remember them, and half of them were really awful. The only one I can recommend post 2000 is the Amityville Terror and probably the Amityville Haunted. Those ones are easy to find. The other ones later are, like, hard to find. And, if you like the series, I would recommend movies 1 through 8, at least. Like that, I consider that, like, the original franchise. And then after that, from the 2000 on, I consider that's not good. That's, like, its own little franchise thing. Because later on, I know I'm babbling, but later on in the series, like, they were just tacking the name Amityville on to the movie just to sell it. Like, sometimes it was the only way it was connected if it's, like, through a curse, or there's, like, an object from the house. And then the later ones, it had nothing to do with it. They just put the name on it, like Amityville what is it? Amityville Vanishing Point. Oh my god, that shit is awful. That has nothing to do with Amityville at all. But yeah, sorry for me babbling on about that. Yeah, I highly recommend this one, though. If you want to watch it, like I said, watch the first 2 movies, maybe 3, and then the ones 4 through 8, and then the remake. But yeah, anyways, that's my review.